everybody, welcome back to another video of H&H Express model nscale trains. Yes, we're here in the caravan, and guess what? We're gonna try to wire up the switches. So I was thinking I have the control board over here to use some ribbon wires like these to cut them to length to one area over there and then drop down and then connect them to the board. So I will show you how the board looks like, and then we will cut the wires and try to connect it. So here we have the control board. This is the Arduino to control the relays for the turnouts. That is the sensor. This still will need to be connected to the board itself, including these isolators here. We have a junction over here for the 5V and 12V. We have the USB hub. Behind the laptop there is the power supply to connect to this section, and we have the laptop which is controlling this. And to make it control, you just click on the turnout and you see that the corresponding LEDs on the relay will click, and this is the other one. We have a cross over here. And the last one. So that is all working. Now we need to wire up the power to the relays so that the relay can switch the power to each turnout. So that is what we're gonna do. So here are the wires for the turnouts over here, and here are the wires for the turnouts over here. So in the back where the other turnouts are, there are no snap switches connected, but the wires can still be attached because I have already drilled the holes. So what I will do is I will move the wire up here to the front and then go along this way so that we can go in the edge to the bottom and then connect over there. So that is the distance of the wires which I'm gonna use. And since I'm gonna use flat or ribbon tapes, it would be easier to connect than just simple wires and then strand them together. So let me prepare those wires and we'll be back. So this is the board, and here are the cables for the snap switches from the turnouts, and they will be connected over here. So I put numbers on it. This is turnout 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. These two will not be used yet, maybe later. And if I'm looking at the screen, then the most left one at the bottom is 1. That is number 2. Then here, that is number 3, number 4, 5, 6 and 7. So we will begin with connecting this one, but the problem is we need to first reconnect this one. So we have ground, and we have 3.3 volts, 5 volts and 12 volts. So the 12 volts will need to go to the relay board, and for that I'm going to use this. I'm going to position it over here. This is ground connection, and then we have 12 volt, and the 12 volt will be going to the center pins of each relay board. So that is what we're going to do. I have some wires here. The red wire for the 5 volt, the black wire for the ground, and the yellow wire for the 12 volt. So let me do this first, and then we're going to talk about connecting the relays up to the snap switches, because we need to test which one will be straight and which one will be diverted. So now we can test the wiring. I have a voltmeter here. And let's see if we have 12 volt here on this section. Switch on the power supply. And we have 12 volt there. 12 volt here. So with these relays, they have a normally open and or a normally closed situation. The right connector on each relay is the normally closed. So at this moment, you might see here these two relays, they are activated, but these are not activated because the LED is not lit. So if I'm gonna measure on the right section of the not activated, you will see that there is 12 volt on it, on each one. So you don't want to have the snap switch constantly filled with 12 volt. So what I need to do, and I have here the wires for T2 and T4. These wires, we have green and yellow for T2, and T2 is this relay. But I need to know which one is diverted and which one is straight. So at the moment, but you can't see it, the turnout is set to straight. So let's see what green does if I pulse it on the 12 volt. You hear it click, which means it's set to diverted. And when I do this, sometimes they will not cooperate. So now it does. Then this is set to straight. So now we need to know which relay I need to use to set it to straight and diverted. For that I use JMRI. I hope you can see it. So this is T2, and let me click on it. So if I now click on it, it should set the relay to diverted and now to straight. So now we need to watch which relay is activated. Is it that one or is it that one? So this one is set to diverted, which means this one is activated. And if I set it back, and that one is activated. So this would be diverted, and this would be straight. So now let's hook them up. And let's see if it works. So I'm gonna take another phone. And let's see if it works. So at this moment, the relay, let me position it into straight. So the relay is set to straight. If I click on it, it goes to diverted. And now it goes back. So that works. So I will reconnect all the other wires to make it neat and put the board back, and then we can test it on the track. So the relay board is back on its position. The turnouts are set. And let's see if it works. So I will use my laptop to control the turnout. So let's see. I'm gonna use turnout number 1 and turnout number 3. So these two should go together. You see, that one doesn't always follow. So I will need to check that snap switch. And on that section, train, you see that they are both working. So luckily that works. So that would be it for this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of these videos, please consider to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you and goodbye.